Traditional format, unexplored territory. We ain't done did this in 100 years, so I've been a little bit excited since the UK announced their event. Really wish I lived in the UK, I could play it, but doesn't mean that I can't experience it, gather my opinions, gather my thoughts, get my feet a little bit wet, go exploring, enjoying snow. That's right, look at this. You can't see the snow. It's a little bit minuscule, but it's April, and I'm getting snow. Meanwhile, the rest of the U.S. is 60 degrees. Thank you, Indiana. Really do appreciate you. All right, let's dig into this discussion, shall we? One of the things I really like doing most on this channel is first experiences. Getting your feet wet a little bit so I can give some sort of opinion, kind of gauge interest in, so you guys can follow my train of thought. So, yeah, we're looking hella like scruffy today, but so here's the thing. Me and Bar were playtesting around this morning. Bleach was being the cheerleader like he normally is, and happens, but we were testing our first actually getting our feet wet in traditional format, and I threw Azathoth and Nyrel in my deck because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna, well, before I get to that point, make sure you guys subscribe. It really helps the channel. Please do. It means a lot. So I decided to build gadgets. We took a 10-minute timer. I decided to build, I think Bart took 12, but it's besides the point. I built gadgets because I love it. And with traditional Graceful Charity, I was like, you know what, I won't get flooded out with gadgets. We'll play 9 with 3 gold and 3 silver. Terrible life decision, by the way. Should have played 2 of each. Should have. If you guys remember the gadget days, I had wonderful theories on 2 versus 3. I hate 3 of those fuckers in my deck at all points in time. It's a trash card. The extra gadgets are trash. Okay, cool. So got that out of my way. So Graceful Charity and Pot of Greed are very excellent cards, followed by Delinquent Duo, but I've said in previous videos, and I still follow this mentality, I think Delinquent Duo past turn 1 is kind of trash. Now, you have to remember you're playing in traditional format. The first and only other thing that you need to understand is every card that is banned is at 1, and that is so fucking fresh that it hurts. So I built gadgets because that's what I'm traditionally more comfortable with. If I enter into a scenario or something, I can quickly theorio something from my past experiences and concoct something not so bad. Ultimate Offering and Royal Oppression in the same deck, it toodles, And now that we have traditional format, does anyone know how bad Master Rule 4 fucked that format 7 ways from Sunday? And a few erratas later, things are still looking pretty good. Well, contrary to popular belief, Master Rule 4, trying to fit links in a spam deck, whew, boy oh boy, it got fucking hard out here. It is terrible. I'm trying to play gadgets with Excite Knight, Nyrel, Azathoth, and you're like, well, fuck, I gotta play Mrs. Radiant. Well, if I open up Ultimate Offering, I can make Borolo Dragon. 4 gadgets, yeah, right? It's how it works. Well, what else you gotta play, right? You know what else goes good with Azathoth and Nyrel? Your boy Ptolemaeus. You're like, oh, cool, so with Ptolemaeus, I can make Mr. Azathoth on my opponent's turn, knock my opponent out of the game, right? Sure. No monster effects? Fucking beautiful. Sure. Or you can make a Discount Infinity, but why would you do that when you can make Azathoth? But at the end of the day, you're still playing gadgets and you're still going to get blown out. But Ptolemaeus, it's still pretty good. You also get Laval Chain and Dagusto Emerald. Nobody really cares about them, except for Laval Chain because he's like a combo helper. But Ptolemaeus is so degenerate. Just looking at your opponent going, oh, well, you're playing Shiranui, I get it here. No, bad. That's the other thing. Bar built Shiranui. You're probably going to be like, Shiranui, really? Well, when you have a great spell card called Painful Choice, and your opponent goes, look at me now, and goes Level Eater, Triple Mizuki, and Solitaire, you look at your opponent and you go, you take that fucking Level Eater right now. Alright? If there's ever been a card that I went to Ash Blossom, it is called Painful Choice. But man, like I might have been wrong. Like, I was given traditional format, the old pat on the back. I'm like, oh, Exchange of Spirit, FTK is gone. Empty Jar is really the only thing that you need to worry about. No. Like, with Nightmare coming out and being able to like do a link spam lock and set, Emptiness of Royal Oppression at the end of the day, that's in the future. In the now, you have Royal Oppression, Emptiness. Excite Knight doesn't really count. But Ptolemaeus, that card is really good. And you know what else makes Shiranui actually just the bonkers? Card save return. That's right. Evidently opening up painful... Hold on. Let me stop myself here. Okay, so I had to regain my composure because I'm still salty. Evidently, when your opponent opens up 2 1-ofs, aka painful choice, aka card to save return, I mean, it's great, but that's all kind of what traditional format feels like at the end of the day. It's 1-of central. And that's not a bad thing. Not at all. 1-ofs are great because, well, first off, at the end of the day, you know what you're getting yourself into. You can't really be mad at yourself because you're playing traditional format. Everything that was inherently broken has it's here. So when you're getting your feet wet into something like this, 2 people are going to go for what they know best. And Royal Oppression, it's great if you draw it. Pot of Greed is beautiful when you draw a 4th gadget and Ultimate Offering, and you're going to die next turn. The return of Heavy Storm into the format isn't really so devastating, but I think if a format like traditional was to develop, you need more hand traps. And it's kind of sad to say that because it starts one degenerate combo. And when we were deck building, Bar brought up the point that he was like 26 1-ofs in, and he didn't even have engine cards in his deck. Just let that sink in for a moment. You're constructing and playing in a format where at the end of the day, everything is so staple. And that's the thing that we've kind of been going away from in the current game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is the staple-esque mentality. But when you enter into traditional, you're like, oh man, I gotta play Grace for Charity, Pot of Greed, Change of Heart, Snatch Steal. Do I want to play Time Seal? You look at like last turn, you're like, oh, do I want to build a gimmicky deck? Like, there are a lot of things that you have at your disposal that you want to consider. You're like, oh, I also get Premature Burial. Like, fuck it. Now do I want to play Trash like Hidden Armory to like recur it? I mean, why not? I can play 4 Premature Burials. Like, you start this combustible mentality of the path you want to go down, but gadgets suck. God. Gold gadget as a floater it's fine, but when you go first and you're like, well, I need to play Solemns because if I can't kill them turn 1, it's one thing. But sometimes you just don't get there. Also, let me tell you about the best part about traditional format. Oh, you thought Azeroth and IRL were great? Let me tell you about our fucking friend Norden. Not only can you metamorphosis into Norden, man. You can instant fusion into Norden. Oh, that's great. Shockmaster is also a card. Shock-a-lock-a-ding-doo. Now, fucking congratulations. Just Shockmaster staring at you. So you can IRL your opponent turn 1. You can roll Shockmaster turn 2, 3, 4. Good luck, guy, playing the game. Like, I feel kind of bad for you. Like, best of fucking luck. And then to top things off, Metamorphosis. We actually had a question. It's like, man, what level 7 do I play? What level 7 synchro should I play to make Last Warrior from Another Planet? And you're just like, you're already playing Level Leader as a combo. Why do you gotta play that when you can just play Metamorphosis on your chomped down level 7 or level 8 synchro? Yeah. Cyberstein and Last Warrior from Another Planet are big things that you need to consider. Stein in general is a card in traditional format that you need to be aware exists. Because not only because of Exterio, Last Warrior not allowing you to play the game. I mean, you have board wipes you can attempt to make a use of, but there are plenty of fuck a you cards in that format. I mean, the format's fun. Like, we made a couple comments like it's not as degenerate as you feel it is, because the balancing factor is you have to play shitty cards. You have to play your engine. You know, good cards with no engine doesn't make the deck good. Like they fixed a lot of those problems, and that's all fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, it's still just one giant hodgepodge of complete and utter shit. But that's why we love it. That's why it's fun. That's why it's fun to explore. So what do you guys think? For those of you that have probably gotten your feet a little bit more experienced than me, this is my rough opinion on the subject matter, and will remain so. Alright, I'm gonna go home and cuddle my Wendy's, because I need it. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.